God's chosen ones. God smiled in joy because you finally did the impossible. God's chosen ones, tonight everything changes. Chosen one, can you feel it? Right now, heaven has paused. Every angel, every voice in the throne room has stopped just for you. The stars above are holding their breath, and a light soft yet unstoppable pierces the darkness around you. Can you feel it? That stillness, that presence, that whisper that says, this is your moment. The impossible you've carried, the weight no one else could see, is shifting. Tonight, everything changes. If you listen closely, if you dare to open your heart, heaven is speaking, and it's speaking to you. Chosen one, listen closely. Tonight, when everything around you is so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat, when the world seems to turn its back and hope feels fragile, God is seeing you. Even as you hear these words, God has already sent you a sign. Can you feel it? A faint light, gentle yet steadfast, is breaking through the darkness, touching your heart, reminding you that you have never been abandoned. You have walked through long, lonely days, carrying burdens no one could see, dreams that seemed shattered, faith that felt extinguished. Yet tonight there is a different vibration. A whisper from heaven softly echoes in your soul. This is your moment. This is the destined turning point. Imagine heaven pausing just to look at you. Angels, eternal lights, all focused on you. Not because you are perfect, not because you are strong, but because God sees what you have not yet seen, unwavering faith in your heart, a flame that has never gone out. You may feel your heart race, perhaps a slight trembling, but do not fear. This is the moment when the universe, when God is reminding you, impossible is just another word. And tonight you will see. And right now, as you hear these words, open your heart. Let heaven touch you. For what is coming will not only change your story, but also open a door you thought had long been closed. A secret message, a blessing never before seen awaits you. Chosen one, tonight you will not only hear, you will feel. You will recognize the sign God has sent just for you. And you will understand that this moment, this fateful moment, has arrived. Part 1, the weight you carry, chosen one. Do you feel the heaviness? Are you carrying a burden on your shoulders that sometimes even you can't trace the beginning of? The long, exhausting days, the sleepless nights, the moments standing alone in a quiet room where only your own breath breaks the silence. You may have thought that no one could understand this pain. You may have felt betrayed, lost among those you once trusted, once loved. And sometimes, you even asked yourself, do I still have the strength to stand? But chosen one, let me tell you this: every challenge you have faced is not by chance. Every pain, every moment of being abandoned, every stumble has been placed before you to shape your soul. You may not have realized it yet, but heaven has been watching. Even as you hear these words, God is seeing through all the suffering you've endured. Every tear you've shed, every time your heart has broken, every moment you felt like giving up, none of it has been forgotten. Imagine a gentle light shining down on you from above. Not a blinding light, but one soft enough to remind you that you are not alone. Heaven has been following every step you take. And in this moment you realize every hardship, every trial, every pain is part of a larger picture, a grand plan you haven't fully seen yet. You've felt exhausted, haven't you? Exhausted from hiding your true emotions. Exhausted from pretending everything is fine in front of others. Exhausted by unspoken expectations, silent judgments. But chosen one, let me remind you that very exhaustion is proof of your strength. That pain is shaping you into the person heaven has chosen. Perhaps you remember those moments standing alone in the kitchen at 2 a.m., wondering what lies ahead. Those times when you thought hope had vanished, when it seemed all doors were closed, yet you held on to a small spark of faith, quietly praying. In those moments, God saw you. God saw you not give up. God saw the flame in your heart, however small, still burning steadily through the darkness. And now, as you hear these words, feel an extraordinary moment, the silence of heaven, as if every being in the heavens is listening. You may feel a lump in your throat, realizing that God is watching every step, every decision, every quiet prayer you thought was forgotten. Every time you rise after being knocked down, every time you dare to believe in the impossible, heaven is taking note. Chosen one, think of all the times you felt abandoned, the friend you trusted turned away, opportunities slipping past, relationships broken beyond repair. You may have asked yourself, does God even notice me? But in this very moment, understand that God has never taken his eyes off you. Every hurt, every pain is part of the journey, preparing you for the greatness to come. And when you realize this, your heart will pause for a beat. A lump forms, recognizing that heaven is witnessing everything. And in this witnessing, there is a quiet joy, because God is not merely observing, he is preparing, shaping, and creating a strength that only through trials can be attained. Remember the dreams you once let go. Remember the promises you thought were lost. Chosen one, it's not over. Nothing has passed. Heaven is still expanding, still watching, and every trial is a stepping stone to enter into what you once thought impossible. Perhaps as you hear these words, a vibration runs through your body, a vibration signaling that the burdens you carry, the weight you thought too heavy, are being recognized, not by people, not by society, but by the highest one. And when you realize this, the silence around you is no longer frightening. It becomes a sacred space where you can hear, feel, and be healed. Chosen one, take a deep breath. Feel every heartbeat, every breath. Allow yourself to feel God's presence. You do not have to carry everything alone. You do not have to endure every pain alone. Every challenge, every hurt, every loss is proof that you are being prepared. And heaven, God, and all the angels are watching over you. And in that choked up moment when you realize heaven is watching, a flicker of hope appears. A hope you thought lost long ago. And chosen one, that very flicker will be the strength that allows you to step into what you once thought impossible. You will realize that the burden you carry is not a solitary weight. It is proof of your strength, your faith, and your perseverance. It is evidence that you have lived, fought, and walked through pains few could imagine. And now heaven sees it. God is smiling, preparing the next turning point in your life. Chosen one, know that in this very moment as you listen, God's light and love are touching you. And though the burden remains, though the pain remains, you are no longer alone. You are chosen. You are loved. And soon you will see that all this pain is leading you to the unimaginable, the divine plan heaven has long prepared. Part 2, your impossible moment, chosen one. Now you stand before a moment you once thought impossible. You feel the limits of yourself, the exhaustion from efforts that seem to yield nothing, the disappointment as every door slams shut in your face. You wonder, is there still hope? Do I have the strength to move forward? Does a miracle still await me? But listen, right at this very moment when you feel most depleted, when you stand on the edge of despair, heaven is watching you. God sees every tear you have shed, every long night you've fought loneliness and fear, and he whispers, this is your moment. This is the time for you to do what once seemed impossible. You may feel your heart tighten, realizing that all the so-called failures, all the limits you placed on yourself, were only challenges meant to strengthen your faith. Those limits are not walls blocking you, they are steps leading you to where the miracle awaits. Look in the mirror, chosen one. You see the scars, the signs of failure and pain, but what does God see? He sees resilience. He sees a heart that has never yielded. He sees a faith ready to step out of its comfort zone to do the impossible. Right now, he is telling you, trust. Take the step. Even when the path ahead is unclear, even when your mind says you cannot, faith will lead you through. Imagine you stand before a massive door, a door you once thought would never open. You can see a sliver of light shining through, yet fear remains. You ask yourself, is the next step safe? Will I fail again? But chosen one, God stands behind you, supporting, empowering, whispering. You have been prepared. You are strong enough. Step forward. You feel the trembling in your hands, in your heart. Yet alongside it rises a determination like never before. Not because you are stronger than before, but because you realize your limits do not define you. What defines you is your faith, your willingness to trust God, even when everything around you says it cannot be done. And in that moment, the emotion is so overwhelming, you must pause to breathe. Part of you is still afraid, but another part has recognized the truth. Impossible is just a word. Impossible is where God works best. What you once thought impossible, where everyone said you couldn't, that is where the miracle begins. Remember the stories of the Bible. Sarah, 90, given Isaac after hope seemed gone. David, the shepherd boy, facing Goliath, whom all saw as unconquerable. Noah building the ark before the flood. Esther entering a dangerous palace to save her people. Those moments were all impossible moments. And now, chosen one, your moment is arriving too. You may feel your heart tighten, realizing that all the disappointments, all the limits you once believed you could not surpass, were only preparation. Every fear, every tear, every time you wanted to give up, is leading you to a breakthrough heaven has arranged. And now, as you hear these words, let your soul expand. Let the light from heaven pierce through all your pain. Let faith guide the way. Let your heart know. The next step, however small, is a step that creates eternal change. Chosen one, you may not see the full path, but God does. You may feel weak, but God sees the strength within you. You may feel discouraged, but God knows that the very moment you choose to step forward, your impossible moment is unfolding. And when you truly step forward, when you dare to trust, when you dare to act despite doubt, heaven is watching. You will feel a warm energy radiate from your heart through your entire body. Every cell, every breath confirms that you are doing what everyone said was impossible. And in that overwhelming moment, you will understand it is your faith that has broken all barriers, opening the door you once thought would remain closed forever. Chosen one. Remember, the impossible moment is not walked alone. It is the connection between you and heaven. It is the moment when God, the angels, and the entire universe pause just to witness your trust. You step forward not just for yourself, but for all who will receive light from your courageous steps. And when you take a deep breath, feel your heartbeat, see the small light piercing through the darkness. You will realize that your impossible moment has begun. What you once thought impossible is happening. God is smiling, heaven is rejoicing, and you, chosen one, are stepping into the moment that will change everything. Part 3, Stories of Faith. Chosen one, listen to the stories that heaven remembers, the living testimonies you can find in the Bible to understand that what seems impossible is God's playground. It is precisely where you feel limited, where every logic says it cannot be done, that God's power is revealed most profoundly. Let's begin with Sarah. Sarah, 90 years old, who once thought the chance to conceive had long passed. She had heard the criticisms, felt the doubtful gazes, walked with steps heavy with disappointment. But God whispered to Sarah, "Impossible is my playground." And Isaac was born not because Sarah had the strength, not because she had the ability, but because God did what humans call impossible. Do you see it, Chosen One? Sarah's story reminds you that what you think is impossible is exactly where God wants to perform miracles. David, the shepherd boy, stood before the towering Goliath, weapon in hand, but seemingly lacking strength. Everyone around him thought it would be a disaster, that victory was impossible. But David looked at Goliath with the eyes of faith, not reason, not physical strength. One stone was thrown, one name spoken, and Goliath fell. The shepherd boy became a king, because when you walk in God's plan, your impossible moment becomes reality. Chosen One, you are standing before your own Goliath, your seemingly impossible challenge, your fear, your self-imposed limits. But if you step forward, if you believe, a miracle will happen for you too. Think of Noah. Noah, the man building an ark in the middle of a desert where not a drop of water had yet appeared. People laughed, called him crazy, but Noah continued acting according to God's command. Every nail, every plank placed with patience and unwavering faith. When the flood came, Noah was ready. And you, Chosen One, what seems impossible in your life is the ark God is preparing. You are placing every nail with faith and perseverance, and heaven will arrive in time to carry you through the flood. And Esther stepped into the dangerous palace where her life could be at risk just for daring to appear uninvited. Every logical mind would say, this is madness, that the chance to save her people was impossible. But Esther dared to step forward, dared to place her trust in God, and through that courage, she saved an entire nation. Chosen One, your challenge, your seemingly impossible moment, is also where God wants to show His power, where miracles will appear. Imagine these stories coming alive now in your own life. When everything feels unstable, when you feel you have no strength left, look to the history of faith. Sarah, David, Noah, Esther. All of them stepped into their impossible moments, and the moments that seemed impossible became the places where God's power was revealed. Chosen One, look around your soul. Do you see the limits you have placed on yourself? Do you see the fears, the disappointments, the tears, the moments you wanted to give up? Let all of these become God's playground when you step forward, not by reason, not by physical strength, but by faith. Your impossible moment will also become reality. Just as Isaac was born, Goliath fell. Noah's ark was ready, and Esther saved her people. And in this moment, Chosen One, feel the lump in your heart. You realize that every failure, every limit, every fear has only been preparation for the miracle you are about to witness. You realize that you are not walking alone, that heaven is watching every step, every decision, every quiet prayer of yours. You realize that the challenges that seemed impossible are the very places where God performs His greatest wonders. Imagine heaven's light shining down on you, piercing through every darkness, warming every corner of your heart. Hear the whisper, "Impossible is my playground. This is where I display my power." This is your moment, and as you listen, you will feel a strength rising from within. A strength you never knew. You had a strength that only emerges when you step into your impossible moment. Chosen One, every time you thought you weren't enough, every time you thought you had no chance, remember, Sarah was 90, David was just a boy. Noah built the ark in a dry desert. Esther stepped into a dangerous palace. And in those seemingly impossible moments, history was changed, lives were changed, entire nations were changed. You are standing in a similar moment. And in this overwhelming moment, when your heart realizes that the impossible moment is where God's power is most fully displayed, you will step forward with courage, with perseverance, with light in your soul. You will move beyond your limits, beyond your fears, beyond disappointment, and step into a life where miracles are no longer distant, but vivid and real, right before your eyes. Chosen one, take a deep breath. Feel every heartbeat, every breath. Step into your impossible moment and realize that all you once thought impossible is God's playground. The space around you is quiet, yet heaven cheers, and God's light is touching you, giving you strength to step forward, to believe, to live in the miracle. Part 4. Breaking the silence of heaven. Chosen one, let your soul be still in this moment. Do you hear it? Heaven is listening. Every echo, every melody, every breath in the heavens pauses just for you. Never before, never anyone like you has experienced a moment where heaven stops like this. And this very moment is your opportunity to step into faith, to do what is right, even as fear still creeps around your heart. You may feel your heart tremble, your breath heavy, your hands slightly shaking, but this is not weakness. It is a sign that you are about to step into a sacred action, a moment where only faith can lead the way. You will step out of the shadows of doubt, surpass the limits you once thought insurmountable, and do what reason and the world say is impossible. Chosen one, imagine heaven in silence. Angels suspended in midair, every being watching you, not because you are strong, but because you are walking by faith. And in the very moment you choose to step, a miracle occurs. God smiles, not an ordinary smile, but a smile that creates stars, a smile that releases blessings kept hidden for decades. You have worried, you have feared, you have thought the next step too large, too dangerous, too uncertain. But now, chosen one, feel it that fear no longer blocks you. When you step into faith, when you do what is right without hesitation, heaven joins you. Doors once closed, dreams once buried, all open gradually, step by step for you. Remember Noah. Every nail, every plank he placed was witnessed by God. Remember Esther. Every step in the dangerous palace was recorded in heaven. And now your moment is being witnessed too. When you step into faith, when you act despite fear, you are breaking the silence of heaven. You are opening the door God has long prepared for you. You may feel choked with emotion, realizing that every seemingly small action is being witnessed by heaven. A forgiveness you extend, a quiet prayer you utter, a step you thought insignificant, all are stirring heaven. And in the moment you step forward, blessings are released like rivers God has prepared, flowing into your life. Chosen one, imagine heaven's light shining down on you, a warm golden light piercing every shadow, sweeping away every doubt, every fear, every limit you once thought insurmountable. Every cell, every heartbeat feels the presence of God's power. Every breath you take is proof that you are stepping into what only faith can guide. You will realize that every second you stood still, every hesitation, every near giving up, was preparation for this moment to be perfect. And now as you step forward, as you dare to believe, as you do what is right, God smiles, a smile that creates blessings, releasing what you have awaited for decades. Feel it. Every step you take is a heartbeat connecting your heart to heaven. Every action you take by faith is a door opening, a dream coming alive, a hope once thought dead being revived. And in this moment you will feel an indescribable joy, the joy of heaven witnessing you step into faith, the joy of God, seeing you do what is right without fear. Chosen one, every limit you once thought was a barrier is dissolving. Every fear that seemed overwhelming gives way to faith and power. Every impossible thing is becoming reality. You are stepping forward and heaven rejoices with you. God is opening doors, preparing for things you never dared to dream. Let this moment sink into your heart so you clearly feel every step of faith, every action, however small, is recorded. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. And the blessings God is releasing will transform not only your life, but touch those around you, even those you have never met, who will benefit from this courageous choice. Chosen one, take a deep breath. Feel the vibration in your soul. This is the moment you break the silence of heaven. This is the moment you prove that the impossible moment is where God's power is displayed. And as you step forward, as you do what is right, every door, every dream, everything once thought impossible will open. You are stepping into the blessings God has long kept hidden. And in this overwhelming moment, realize that God is smiling, heaven is cheering, and blessings are flowing. You are stepping forward by faith, and everything you once thought impossible is becoming real before your eyes. Chosen one, believe, see, step forward, and feel the power of God released in your life. Part 5. Seeds of Legacy. Chosen one, let your soul settle and look deeply into this very moment. The steps you have taken, the decisions you have made in faith, are not just changing your life today. They are planting seeds, sacred seeds, seeds of blessing that you may not see immediately, but that will sprout, grow, and provide shade for generations to come. Imagine every step of faith, every act of forgiveness, every time you trusted when reason said impossible, is like a seed sown into the soil of time. Each seed carries power not only to grow within your own life, but to spread to your children, to those you have yet to meet, to the community of which you are a part. You may have thought that private choices, quiet moments lived in faith, would go unnoticed. But chosen one, heaven sees all. God remembers every step, every prayer, every tire. And in the moment you trust, you are creating a legacy not of wealth, but of the power of faith, the strength of perseverance, and the light you bring into this world. Imagine your descendants in the future walking paths they do not understand, yet finding strength within themselves. They will carry the courage you planted today. They will have the perseverance you displayed as you stepped through your impossible moment. Your choices today are creating a circle of blessing that transcends time. Chosen one, you may never have thought about this. You may still be struggling through pain and disappointment, but now recognize the power of this moment when you step forward in faith, when you do what is right. Despite fear, you are not only changing your story, but opening the door for miraculous stories for those who come after you. Imagine the tears you have shed, each one gathered by God. Those tears, combined with your faith, become a stream nurturing the seeds of blessing. Every silent prayer, every moment of perseverance, every act of forgiveness, all are seeds. And these seeds, watered with faith, will bear fruit. Fruit your children will harvest, fruit your community will enjoy. Chosen one, reflect on this. The choices you make today, the courage you show today, will create immeasurable impact. A prayer you thought went unheard will become a guiding force for other hearts. An act of forgiveness, a step of faith, will pave the way for the next generation to live in blessings you never imagined. Feel the overwhelming moment as you realize that every time you trust, every time you stand firm, you are writing a chapter in a legacy witnessed by heaven. You are not only creating change for your own life, but sowing seeds for a whole community, for those who have never known you, for hearts that will find hope through your faith. Chosen one, every step you take today is a seed that will bear fruit that will grow into a mighty tree, providing shade, protection, and nourishment for generations to come. And when you look back, you may see that your choice to act in faith, your courage to step into the seemingly impossible, has unleashed a river of blessings beyond your dreams. Imagine your community, those around you, feeling the power you planted today. People you have never met witnessing the results of your choices, and faith will find light, hope, and courage to move forward. The moment you step forward in faith today is charting a path for those who will follow after you. Chosen one, take a deep breath. Feel your heartbeat, feel the power you are sowing into life. Every time you doubt, every time you tremble, know that in that very moment as you still move forward, you are creating a legacy that transcends time. You are living not only for yourself, but for hearts you have never met, for dreams you have never known, for stories only faith can write. And in this overwhelming moment, when you realize that today's choice not only changes you, but also impacts generations, transforms your community, you will understand that the impossible moment is not just a personal miracle. It is a seed for a legacy, the beginning of great things, a testament to God's power in the lives of those who dare to step forward. Chosen one, the light of heaven is shining upon you. It illuminates not only the path you walk, but everyone who will follow in your footsteps. The blessings you receive today will multiply, flowing through your life, spreading to your community, to the next generation, even to hearts you have never met. Let this moment sink deeply into your heart, so you feel clearly today's choice is a legacy, a seed, a blessing. And when you look back, you will see that every effort, every act of faith, every overwhelming moment, every tear has created a tree of blessing, sheltering and nourishing the hearts that will come after you. Chosen one, take a deep breath, feel the light, feel heaven watching, and know that you are planting seeds for the future. You are not walking alone. You are not stepping in vain. Every step you take today is a legacy for a lifetime, for generations, for a community. Part 6, Signs and Confirmation. Chosen one, pause for a moment and listen. Hear the bells ringing, gentle yet steady, as if heaven is reminding you, I am here, I see you. Each bell, each chime is a sign, a reminder that you are not alone. And in this stillness, look around. There are strange lights piercing the darkness, a warm golden glow, steady and unwavering, as if to tell you that what you have been waiting for is drawing near. Do you see the repeating numbers? 777, 444. Chosen one, do not ignore them. This is not random. These are signals from heaven, messages sent specifically to you. Each time you notice them, know that you are chosen, loved, and confirmed. These numbers, these signs are not empty images. They are whispers. You are on the right path. You are stepping into what I have prepared for you. Imagine each light piercing the darkness. Each bell ringing is a hand from heaven gently touching your shoulder, reminding you that you do not walk alone. You do not need to doubt. You do not need to fear. God is affirming every effort, every step, every time you stand strong despite weakness. And the moment you realize this, it overwhelms your heart as you feel the love God has for you, a love you once thought was only a dream. Chosen one, let the light shine into your heart so that every heartbeat feels that every sign carries deep meaning. When you see 700, know it is perfection, a confirmation that you are walking in God's plan. When you see 444, feel the protection, the shelter God provides. Each signal is proof that you are chosen, that every action you take today is recorded in heaven. You may feel choked with emotion, realizing that all the signs you once ignored, all the details you thought random, are actually heaven's whispers. Every number, every light, every chime is saying to you, I love you, I see you, you are doing right, you are chosen. Picture this, heaven pauses, light shines down, bells ring, and you stand there feeling every moment. You realize that not only you, but the entire universe is witnessing your courage, perseverance, and faith. You see that every previous hardship, every doubt and fear has led you to this moment, a moment confirmed by God Himself. Chosen one, you will feel profound comfort. Every pain, every tear, every disappointment is transformed into a signal, a testimony of God's love and His choice of you. Every time you see a strange light, hear a bell, or encounter sacred numbers. Pause, take a deep breath, and feel that you are loved, affirmed, and stepping into a journey of blessings. Imagine as you recognize all these signs, a sense of being chosen rising within you. A feeling you have long sought, long desired, now becomes clear. You are not merely an observer, not just a silent prayer. You are the chosen one. And all that you are experiencing is only the stepping stone to realize the power God is granting you. Chosen one. Let the light shine into every corner of your heart. Let each bell chime within your soul, reminding you that every action you have taken has significance. Every decision you have made is recorded. And as you take a deep breath, feel you are standing between heaven and earth, between past pain and incoming blessings, between doubt and faith. In this moment, you realize that your impossible moment is not only a personal miracle, it is a sign for everyone around you. Every light you see, every bell you hear, every number you notice is a message that your faith, perseverance, and devotion are creating an impact beyond imagination. Let this overwhelming moment sink into your heart. Feel the warmth of the light. Feel each heartbeat in harmony with heaven. Know that every step you take, every choice made in faith is affirmed. You are loved, you are chosen, and every journey from here will lead to blessings, to things you once thought impossible. Chosen one, take a deep breath and feel that all the signs, lights, bells, and sacred numbers are telling you you are the chosen one. You are loved, you are affirmed, and you are stepping into the moment where your impossible moment becomes reality. Part 7, Overcoming Fear. Chosen one. Let your soul be still in this moment. You stand before the edges of fear, the walls you once thought unbreakable built within your mind. Failure, doubt, limits all surround you like shadows, making each step feel heavy, each breath feel difficult. But listen, the very moment you face that fear, the very moment you dare to look into the darkness within yourself, is when God's power begins to release the strength hidden inside you. You may feel your heart pounding, your heartbeat echoing in your chest, as if reminding you, be careful. This is hard, this is uncertain, but chosen one, do not let fear control you. Let faith guide you. Let God's light pierce through every fear, every limitation. Take a deep breath, feel God's presence, and step forward. Imagine each step of faith, every silent prayer, every act of forgiveness is like a hammer breaking the chains of fear. You step forward, even trembling, even with cold hands, even when your mind says it cannot be done. And in that very moment, you will be overcome with emotion, realizing the power. You have the power to conquer every fear once thought impossible. Chosen one. Remember all the times you stood up after failure. Every time you stumbled, every time you were abandoned, every time it seemed all doors were closed. All of it was training, all of it was preparing you to realize that you are stronger than any doubt, any fear, any limit you once set for yourself. Let the light shine into your heart. Every prayer, every act of forgiveness, every step you take in faith is a cut breaking the chains. You will realize that fear is not the ultimate enemy. The true enemy is when you refuse to trust, when you ignore heaven's whispers, when you think you are not strong enough. But now, chosen one, you are recognizing this. You are stepping into the strength God has given you. Picture an overwhelming moment. You stand before a challenge you once thought you could not overcome. Fear crashes in waves, doubt invades your mind. Yet you step forward, you pray, you forgive, you dare to believe. And in that moment you realize you are a living testimony to the power of faith. You overcome all limits, all fears, all doubts. Chosen one, do not forget that every tear, every silent prayer, every trembling moment is witnessed by heaven. God stands behind you, supporting you, empowering you. Every step you take today proves that the impossible moment is no longer distant. It is becoming real in your life. Imagine that power. Each time you step beyond fear, you are planting a seed of blessing, not only for yourself, but for your children, your community, for all who will receive the light from your courageous choice. Every time you rise after failure, every time you step forward despite trembling, is recorded in heaven, creating a legacy no one can erase. Chosen one, the light from heaven shines upon you, warm yet full of power. You feel your heart heavy yet alive. You realize that every limit, every doubt, every fear of the past was only preparation for this moment. And in that overwhelming moment, you see that you have the strength to overcome it all. Take a deep breath. Feel your heartbeat, feel every breath. Every step you take today is proof of faith, perseverance, and the ability to overcome the impossible. Every tremble, every doubt, every failure only highlights the strength you are demonstrating. Chosen one. This moment is not just about you. It is about those who will witness your courage, about the hearts that will find hope through your steps. It is about the ripple of power, the strengthening of faith, the seeds you are planting today that will grow in the lives of others in your community and in generations to come. And as you step forward, each step full of faith, you will feel your impossible moment unfolding. Fear is no longer a barrier, but a testament to the strength, faith, and power God has given you. Heaven rejoices, God smiles, and you, chosen one, are stepping forward in the light, in hope, in power, to see that nothing is impossible with faith. Part 8. Multiplying Blessings. Chosen one, let your heart expand and feel the life flowing all around you. In this very moment, heaven is at work, invisible hands watering and cultivating the blessings you have just sown. Every step of faith, every prayer, every moment you choose to do what is right becomes a seed for a harvest full of blessings. Can you feel it? Not just a fleeting relief or temporary joy, but a deep, comforting, hope-filled joy, like a river flowing through your soul. The acts you have performed in faith are spreading, extending beyond yourself, reaching into the lives of those around you, touching places you never imagined. Imagine, every seed you plant today is sprouting. It multiplies each time, multiplying into a circle of blessings, creating a ripple effect beyond what you can see. Those around you, your children, your friends, your community, will begin to feel the light you are creating. And even when you do not know it, people you have never met, distant hearts, will receive hope from the courageous choices and faith you have exercised. Chosen one, remember that blessings are not only wealth, not only success, but healing, joy, and hope. Every prayer, every step, every moment you choose to trust is multiplying not only in your own life, but in the lives of others. And in this very moment, you are witnessing that miracle unfold. Let the light pierce through every shadow, feel every heartbeat, every breath. You will realize that the choices you make today do not stop with yourself. They are opening doors, creating results beyond your imagination. Joys, hopes, acts of forgiveness, miracles, all are multiplying, spreading, and touching many lives. Chosen one, see this: every trembling moment, every doubt, every time you felt alone has been the foundation for blessings to spread. Every step of faith, every act of forgiveness, every time you dared to believe in the impossible is contributing to an unending flow of blessings. And right now, you are witnessing that ripple effect. Imagine the people around you, those who need hope, those who have lost faith, beginning to sense something different. A light, a joy, a spark of hope, all originating from the choices you have made today. These blessings are not only the result of your actions, but of faith, devotion, and the love you carry in your heart. Chosen One. You may feel overwhelmed realizing that the actions you take today are changing the lives of people you have never met. You are at the center of a circle of blessings where every effort, every act of faith, every courageous moment multiplies, spreads, and continues to impact the world around you. Take a deep breath. Feel each heartbeat, each breath. Witness the light of blessings spreading and realize that the choice you make in faith today does not just transform you, but your community, your lineage, even the hearts of those who have never known you. And in this overwhelming moment, Chosen One, you will see that every effort, every tear, every prayer, every step of faith has not been in vain. Heaven is multiplying it, God is smiling, and the blessings you sow today will multiply exponentially, spreading not only today, but through all the tomorrows. Chosen One, know that you are the seed of a river of blessings. And as you step forward, as you trust, as you pray, all the blessings you receive are multiplying, spreading, and continuing to create a powerful impact beyond anything you ever imagined. Let this moment sink into your heart. Take a deep breath and feel the joy, the hope, the comfort. You are not only witnessing blessings for yourself, you are witnessing the ripple effect you have created, knowing that these good things will multiply, spread, and reach even those you have never met. Chosen One, this light, this joy, these blessings are proof that the impossible moment is not only a personal miracle. It is a seed spreading outward, a power for others, a hope for the community and the next generation. And you are at the center of it all. Part 9. Living Proof. Chosen One, pause for a moment and feel. Look into yourself, into the mirror of your soul. You have walked through countless challenges, each step heavy with fear, each silent tear, each moment you thought you had failed. And now you recognize the miracle. You are living proof of a miracle. You are proof of God's power, of the strength of faith, of the ability to surpass every limit. Every scar, every pain, every step taken through the dark has become a mark of power that only God could create. You have not just survived. You exist as living testimony that the impossible moment is no longer distant. You are proof that miracles are real and that God is always faithful to those who trust Him. Look back. Every time you doubted, every time you trembled, every time you thought you could not take another step, all of it led you to this moment. Chosen One, you have stepped through fear, surpassed your limits, and held fast to faith when everything around you seemed to collapse. Each step, each action now becomes living proof of God's power at work in your life. You may feel overwhelmed, realizing that none of your efforts were wasted. Heaven, God, and the universe are witnessing you. No more doubt, no more fear. You are living proof, a story written with faith and devotion. You are not just surviving, you are shining as evidence that God performs miracles every day. Chosen One, feel each heartbeat. Each beat reminds you that God's power is active. Each breath is proof of life, of faith, of the hope you have preserved. Do you see it? Your impossible moment has become reality, and you are living proof not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Imagine those around you, those who have lost hope, those in despair. When they see you, they see a miracle. When they hear your story, they hear God at work. When they witness how you stepped through challenges, they see that the impossible moment can happen for anyone who believes and remains faithful. Chosen One, you have endured countless lonely nights, countless silent moments with no one watching. And now you realize that every moment was recorded by heaven. Every tear, every act of forgiveness, every step taken in faith has become evidence of God's power at work. You are not just an observer. You are a storyteller, an inspirer, a living testimony of the miracle. Let this moment sink into your soul. Take a deep breath and feel the pride, the stillness, the joy spreading through your body. You are living proof that miracles are not distant. They exist in every action, every step, every tear, every prayer. You are living evidence of the power God has given, and everyone around you will recognize it. Chosen one. Remember the impossible. Moment does not end here. You are living proof, but every next step, every act of faith, every prayer, continues to multiply God's power and blessings. You are demonstrating that steadfast faith, devotion, and perseverance can change lives, transform communities, and inspire the next generation. Imagine God's light shining through you. This light not only illuminates the path you walk, but also brightens the hearts of others. As you move forward, as you live with faith and steadfast devotion, you are empowering others. You are showing that miracles are real. You are showing that the impossible moment is not just a story in the Bible, but a story alive in you, chosen one, the living proof of a miracle. And in this overwhelming moment, you will feel profound pride. You have surpassed every limit, walked through every fear, upheld faith and devotion. You are living proof, and everyone who sees you, everyone who hears your story, will recognize this truth. God's power works strongly, continuously, and never abandons those who trust. Chosen one. Take a deep breath. Feel the light, feel heaven watching and blessing. Every breath, every heartbeat, every step is proof of God's power, a living story of faith, evidence that your impossible moment has become reality. You are living proof. You are an inspiring story, and you are a miracle walking in this world. Part 10. Your moment has arrived, chosen one. Tonight, as the light from heaven pierces the darkness, as every challenge and fear slowly recedes, feel this moment. This is the moment you have long awaited, the destined moment, where every action, every prayer, every choice made in faith converges. This night of destiny does not end in silence, but in joy, in light, in heavenly confirmation. Can you feel it? Heaven is rejoicing. Every invisible hand, every chime of bells, every warm golden light, all directed towards you, chosen one. This is the moment you step fully into faith. No more doubt, no more fear. You have walked through the impossible moment, surpassed every limit, and now you prove that God's power is at work in your life. Look back. Every step today, every decision, every moment you thought insignificant, now combine to create a flow of blessings, spreading outward, touching those around you. Do you see it? The courageous choices you made today are not just your story. They are the story of others who will receive hope, strength, and faith from your steps. Chosen one. Let this overwhelming moment settle in your heart. Take a deep breath, feel your heartbeat, feel the light shining through, and know that you are not alone. You are chosen, you are loved, you are affirmed. The sacred numbers you have seen, 907, 4044, the signs you have received, all are reminders that this moment, this impossible moment, is your moment of destiny. Take a deep breath, chosen one, and share your faith. Type 777 in the comments. Say amen out loud so that heaven and earth may hear that you have received the blessings. You have walked in faith, you have overcome fear, you have entered the moment where what once seemed impossible becomes reality. This is the moment you confirm your steps, the moment you realize that every courageous choice, every prayer, every act of devotion creates a powerful impact. Look around you. Feel the community, feel the flow of blessings. The seeds you sow today will multiply, spread, and touch hearts you have never met. You are at the center of that ripple. You are living proof. You are a miracle walking among people. And this moment of stillness is to remind you that the impossible moment has ended, but the blessings will continue to multiply. Chosen One. Tonight, as you feel the light shining through, as you hear the bells ringing, as you feel God's presence closer than ever, know that you have stepped into your personal history. Not just a personal story, but a generational story, a mark for those who will follow in your footsteps. You are proof that faith, devotion, and courage in the face of fear bring about miraculous results. Let this moment soak into every cell of your being. Take a deep breath and feel profound happiness. Feel comfort, feel God's power flowing through your life. You have moved from doubt to faith, from despair to hope, from loneliness to affirmation. And this moment is where you recognize that the impossible moment is not just a miracle. It is a legacy, it is living proof, it is light for your community and for generations to come. Chosen One, know that you do not walk alone. You have heaven watching, you have God supporting you. You have the power of faith guiding your steps. And as you breathe deeply, as you look around and feel everything, say to yourself, I have stepped into the impossible moment. I have done what is right. I have received blessings. I am the chosen one. And now share this moment. Comment 777, say, Amen. Let the world know you have received the message, that you have walked in faith, that you have become living proof of a miracle. You have not only received blessings, you are spreading them. Chosen One. The light from heaven continues to shine on you, your heartbeat synchronized with the bells, every drop of joy spreading through your heart. Take a deep breath. Feel the stillness and experience the deep happiness as you recognize that you have entered your moment of destiny. Tonight, your impossible moment concludes, but the legacy, the blessings, the living proof you have created will continue to spread. Let this moment sink deeply into your heart, Chosen One, and know that every courageous choice, every step taken in faith is recorded in heaven. You have entered your own history. You have received God's confirmation. You have become living proof, and others will look to you for hope, strength, and light. And before the night ends, take a deep breath, breathe slowly, and feel it. You have stepped into the impossible moment. You have overcome fear. You have proven enduring faith. You have created impact beyond imagination. Chosen One, this moment is yours. Feel it, be comforted, rejoice. You are the chosen one. You are a miracle, and the blessings will continue to multiply through your life. You are not forgotten, chosen one. Let the space around you be still. Let the divine light surround you, shining into your soul. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat, and feel the presence of God right beside you. In this moment, let all worries, all fears, all loneliness fade away. You are not alone. You have never been forgotten. Let me tell you, chosen one, you are not forgotten. Every tear you have shed, every moment you thought you failed, every lonely night has been recorded by heaven. Every step, every prayer, every courageous action, all have been seen by God. And because you have persevered, because you have remained faithful, you have entered an impossible moment that heaven cannot overlook. Chosen one, feel this affirmation sink deeply into your heart. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are chosen to live in blessings, to walk in faith, to become living proof of God's power. Nothing you do in faith is ever in vain. Every action, every choice, every step is marked in heaven and in your life. Take a deep breath, chosen one, and feel the comfort spreading through you. Feel the relief in knowing that you are loved, upheld, and seen. All the struggles, the trials, the limits you have faced have brought you to this moment, and now you can stand firm, feel the power, and recognize that everything that happens has a divine purpose. Chosen one, let this light spread throughout your soul so that you know you are connected to heaven, connected to the community of believers. You do not walk alone. those who have faced pain like yours, those watching from afar, and even those you have never met, all feel the strength, the faith, and the hope you bring. And now, Chosen One, take action. Comment Amen to affirm your faith. Subscribe to stay connected with the community of the Chosen, to receive blessings and continue spreading hope. And share this moment with another Chosen One, so they too may feel the light, the power, and the hope you have just received. Chosen One, remind yourself you are not forgotten, you are chosen. Let these words imprint on your heart so you walk in power. Walk with hope and walk knowing that all the wonderful things God has prepared are coming to you. Take one more deep breath, Chosen One, and feel the comfort, the joy, and the sacred connection with heaven. You have walked through the impossible moment. You have proven your faith. You have sown seeds of blessing. And this moment is to remind you that you are loved, you are chosen, and all good things are waiting ahead. Chosen One, type Amen, subscribe, and share this moment with another Chosen One. Let them know they are not forgotten, they are chosen. And together, all the Chosen Ones will walk a journey full of power, blessings, and miracles where the impossible moment becomes a living reality every day.